Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Dycart, and this is episode 1 of my
Mic
Surviving
on.
the Aftermath Let's Play. This is a brand new game, just came out. I watched Quill18 do Let's Try on it, just kind of an introduction to it, and I was very intrigued. It looked really cool. So I decided to pick it up, and I played it for a few hours today, and I was right. It is very cool. So I picked it up. So one thing to keep in mind is it's version 1, but it's still in early access. So we may run into some issues, although for my few hours of playing today, I didn't really run into anything. This is a Paradox game. Really like their games. We're going to hide the tutorial messages. We don't need those. All right, so basically each one of these categories is going to give you an easy, normal, or difficult choice. So we're just going to kind of go normal. So we'll just go number 2. And then catastrophes, 2. Car broke down. Band of survivors. Challenges are assured. So in other words, there are organized bandits out on the overworld map. And then challenging but fair on the gate. And we'll just do purple. All right, so difficulty is 67%. Okay, colony name. What do we want to call this? How about Solace? Is it Solace? No. I think that's it. Survive and thrive. But you know what? Let's do our own. All our... Nah. Are welcome. That looks better. Okay. Let's start the game. So it's a colony game. Just kind of a city builder sort of game with some overworld scavenging type tactical stuff. Really cool. So far, I really, really like it. And I'm excited to see what they add. All right, children grow up slowly. Yes, they do. Okay, so this is where we start. Here's our gate. This is where everybody will go in and out. There seems to be like an invisible barrier. So like we're protected. People will only come to the gate. Maybe it's just the waterway on the edge of the map. Oh, interesting. Okay, back to here. So we start out with our food storage, and we're going to want to start them right away, change the work area, and we're going to want them to start gathering. So let's start gathering these. And then we have our stockpile of just stuff, and we're going to want wood and concrete right off the bat. So let's move its work area here. We can hold down control and use the mouse wheel to make it a little bit bigger. We'll start gathering that stuff. Actually, it's a little bit right there too, huh? Let's grab all that. There we go. Okay, so we got those going. We have 10 colonists, but 7 of them are adults. So the 3 children don't do anything for us until they become adults. However, that leaves 7 adults, and they're all carriers right now. In other words, they're going to haul things. So since I just set these up, they will go start picking berries, hauling it to the food, and they will go start grabbing concrete and planks and hauling it to the stockpile, unless I give them things to build, which of course I'm going to do right now. Okay, so we started out with this broken truck. Oh, yeah, look at that capacity, 300 water. Interesting. I didn't realize we started with water in the truck. Huh. Okay, but so it comes with some clothing, some medical supplies, some food, and some tools. Before I get any farther, let's save this game. Let's call it, let's play episode 1. Okay, And then we're going to go into settings and change our audio. Let's go down just a little bit. Seems a little bit loud. Yeah, that's better. In fact, let's just overwrite this last save we just did. All right, now we're good. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to start laying out an infrastructure so that we can support ourselves before we run out of resources. Roads are free to build. Well, not free because they take the time of the colonists, but they don't cost resources. So I think what I'll do is just run a central road. How far can I go? Clear up here? Wow, okay. I'll just run a central road here. Let's go to there. How's that? We'll run this over here. Run this over here. Like that. Okay, so that's going to be our starting road. We need water, because right now we're going to be losing 10 water every time somebody gets a drink, basically. I don't know, every game tick, or I don't know how it's defined. So we need a source of water. So this is a well, and it's going to produce 12 water. And since we consume 10, we're going to have 2 extra. So what I think I will do is find a spot for it. Let's go right here. It's the closest spot we can do. As far as I can tell, it doesn't matter where the wells are located. I haven't noticed a person walking up to them and grabbing water from them. But the circle, you can't have another well inside of it, otherwise they won't be as productive, as it says in the description right there. But you can put, like, say, if I could build a well here. Say I built one right here, even with this road. Okay, I could build another one right there. And if you look at the circle, it would be outside the circle, so they would both be fine. So just spacing them out seems to be all you really need. But I want that to be built first. So I'm going to unpause it. So now, see, they have the little house icons because they're homeless, as you can see right here. I need to build homes for them. Oh, look at that. Ooh, a majestic deer. Okay, so these guys are going to get berries. This is getting resources. These guys are carrying stuff to the well. So once this well is done, in fact, let's turn the priority of the well up. It's high. So we want them to keep working on that well. But then we can also start telling them to build some shelter. So I'm going to build here. Oops, forgot to hold down shift so I could build more than one. And let's go there. Okay, so this is a high priority, so they should be delivered. Oh, in fact, they've already delivered enough stuff. So we're gonna get water going here pretty quick. And then they're gonna start delivering to these guys while somebody's working. You can see them in there working away. You can see the status is going up. Okay, so let's speed this up a little bit. So I know that this is going to, if you look in here, it's colonist slot 6. So 6 people can live there. So by building these 2 things, I have space for 12 colonists. Oh, there's my 2 extra water. Sweet. I only need 10. So this is going to be enough to support my existing colonists. Now, I need to find a way to start getting metal and plastic and fiber. And how I can do that, because I need these to build is why I need them, is I can go, ooh, what's this store? Tools, clothing, meds, and so on. That's going to be useful. But first, I need a scrapper and a recycler. So the recycler is going to grab metal, so like these 2. Scrapper is going to grab plastics like that. And that. Alright, so this is good soil for farms and stuff. So let's build our scrapper Let's build it here. And then let's build our recycler here. I don't know if I'm building these in good spots or not. I'm just building. All right, so we'll get those going. And what's going to happen is as soon as these are finished, they're going to need someone to work there. So that's going to remove one of my carriers, and they'll become a worker. So I'll only have 6 people to carry once one's done, and then 5 once the other's done. And I found out earlier today, if I have too many people working... What are these guys doing? Are they playing badminton? Oh, they're just talking, but they're holding shovels. Huh. Oh, look at this deer. It's all weird looking. Okay. Sorry, got distracted by my dancing shovelmen. So yeah, I found out earlier that you don't want to get down to too few carriers, because those carriers not only gather resources, but they also carry things to the buildings as they're needed. So if you run out of those, you're kind of, you're going to grind to a halt, kind of screwing yourself over. All right. Day 1. It's just starting. We just finished day 0. Because that makes sense. All right, so we need some concrete, right, for this. Oh, no, it looks like it's all done. Good, so the scrapper's getting built, and there it is. All right, so this icon's to tell you that there's no metal in its work area. So we need to move the work area. Let's make it a little bit bigger and just include... Should we do both of those? Yeah. So now the person that works here will go up here and get stuff from those. Since I am traveling that way, though, let's extend this road. Berries depleted. Okay, so one of our berry bushes, that one, is gone. So now we only have those 2 left. And good, we got all our materials. So this guy is going to start making us metal. This guy is going to start making us plastic with some side fiber. This guy's metal with junk on the side. And right now junk doesn't do anything for us, but later we can use it. There it is. There's the recycler. So let's move the work area. Let's see, where do we want to go? Let's go this one. All right, so now we will start gathering resources. But we're down to 5 carriers. So that's the drawback to this. Let's see, can we build another shelter here? We can. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because what I want to do is, once you finish your gate, it basically connects you to the outside world. And I will then start getting visitors and new colonists periodically, as well as I'll be able to go out and salvage. However, the risk is you're also going to get people coming up and trying to cheat you out of things and stuff. And then you also get more colonists. So since I can only hold 12 total, I need another one. So then I'll have 8 extra living quarters. And that should be enough for at least the first group that I bring in. But I'm going to need some more water, right? Because I've only got 2 extra. And if I bring in a bunch more people, I'm going to need it. So we can go water well. Now, this just needs to be on the outside of that. Like basically not touching that. Can we put some over here maybe? Oh yeah, maybe I can do it just here. See the fence? That's it. There's a fence. I didn't see that fence before. So there's a fence along. Can I build right on top of that fence? Let's try it. Let's build right there. And as long as I get the extra 12 water, then I know I'm okay. Another berry deposit has been depleted. Which one is it? Oh, it was over here. Okay, so does that mean I have no more berries? No. Okay. So what I need to do is move this work area to here. Start gathering those. So I'm just collecting berries and eating the food that was already still here. I still need to build farms. The problem or the difficulty with farms is not only are they a little bit slower, but self-sustaining, so that's great. But they take a worker, and I don't want to lose any more carriers. So I think I'm going to wait to build my farms until I get more people in, which could backfire on me because I don't know if I'll have enough berries to feed everybody. So we will see. So we're cruising along pretty good. How's this going? We need 2 more pieces of plastic, which we have in storage, and that guy just delivered them. So we're going to have that done. And since we know this is just about to complete, all it needs is, yeah, there's the construction started. So now we can start working on our gate. So that's under this, the exploration gate. And it's pretty expensive. We need 15 metal, 15 concrete, 20 planks, and 5 plastic. All of which we know we will eventually get. So we're going to go ahead and plop that down, and they'll start delivering what they can. And now I do have the extra space. Oh, and look, I did get the 12 water from that well. So that's excellent. So then I can just keep building wells out this way along the fence, and then they're not going to be in the way of anything. I'm guessing that's something they'll probably change in the future. So like maybe you'll have to have access to them, or maybe people will walk over and utilize them. So if you put them way out like I have here, then they're going to waste time. Earlier I saw some people standing there just chatting, but they didn't look like they were walking up to get a drink. They were just standing there talking. Just like this. Okay, so right now berries is the only income of food, or production of food that I'm getting. So I'm going to want farms. So once I get more people arriving, farms will be the first thing I do. And you start out with seeds for corn and potatoes, and they're different. So corn will grow faster, but you won't get as high of a yield. You won't get as much food out of it. Potatoes will take longer to grow, but you'll get a little bit more each time. I don't know what's better. They both seem just fine to me. And then there are more seeds in the game that you can get access to, from traders and things like that. So we'll see what we end up with. My guys are out collecting. I kind of want to get rid of these planks so that I can continue building out this way. But I need concrete, so I need this thing to be, connected to those. I could always build a second storage yard. Yeah. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. What was this? The warehouse is the refined storage. That might be worth it. Let's see here. How about we do it just right there? And then we can go here. Put roads in. Plank deposit depleted. Okay, do we have any more planks in this? We don't. We don't. Okay. So we don't have enough planks. And see, unfortunately, this doesn't show you how much is done. Oh, it looks like they're constructing it. Looks like everything's been delivered. All right, we're okay then. So we need planks for this. We've got enough concrete. So we're going to swap this really quick, since I was saying I wanted these. And I'm going to actually start it just on those planks right there. And we'll hopefully deplete those quickly, and then we can move to those and get them out of the way. But right now I've got no concrete coming in because I'm just doing the planks. But I've got the concrete and the plastic for this, so once I get 3 planks, I'll have my warehouse set up. And it looked like there was people working on this, so it hopefully will finish soon. I really wish it would show me the progress. We'll see. So far, so good. People running around, some people sleeping, some people standing. A majestic deer still wandering around. So again, once I get more people, I'm going to go directly to farms. And I'll see where I can start building them, probably somewhere in here. So I might start down here and just start building them upwards. Or maybe I start building them like right in here and go down. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if there'll be space with this nuclear waste there. Okay, quest. Okay. An old landfill's been found. If I give them clothing and tools, they'll be safer. So let's do that. Give permission and equipment. They got 11 metal and 6 parts. All right. Yay, and the gate just completed. And here we are. So 1 adult and 1 child, and then 1 specialist. This is the person that I'll use outside the gate. So what I don't know is, like, these stats, I don't know if they're always the same. And it seems so far that it's always this person, Platty. And yeah, I want to say research is always 3, exploration 2. Yeah, I think these stats are the same. What I don't know is if you have to take them in the specific order or what. Because I know later it's been different who I've gotten. But Platty's always been my first one with the same stats. And what I'm wondering is, like, if I reject Platty, would someone else come shortly? That's what I don't know. However, bringing in only 1 adult is not what I was looking forward to. But I think I'm going to do it. So that means go out here. This is the overworld map. This is the Platty. I can go here and get some food, just some jerky, or I can start exploring the surrounding areas. So let's start exploring. So she's scouting. And this place has some planks, but it's dangerous. It's got some hazards, so it could hurt her if she goes there. And then I have to wait because she doesn't have enough action points to do anything, so I have to wait a bit for those to replenish. But now I can build this small field. Maybe if I build them side by side, I could fit a couple in. I think I can, right? So right there's like 1 square past the truck. So yeah, okay, so I could put 2 in. So let's start with 1. And I still don't want to go, I want to keep like 5 carriers, I think, is going to be my goal for that. But I might have to go down a little bit just to get some more food or whatnot. This is down 8 planks. And construction on the field is them just literally tilling the ground and stuff. So you don't need resources for that. All right, it's done. So now I got to choose what my next crop will be. And say I pick potatoes and they start growing. I can go in at any time and say next crop, corn. And it will finish the crop of potatoes, completely harvest them, and then replant corn. So you don't lose what's in there. I'm going to go with corn first. I'm wondering if eventually they'll put in like crop rotations and stuff. But I don't know if they're going to put that much effort into just the farming part. Not sure. Okay, so we want... Oh, specialist is ready. Okay, so we don't want to necessarily risk her on just some planks because we can get those ourselves. So let's go look at this area. See what's over here. Research. Nice. Okay, so we're going to be able to do some research soon. I'm going to wait till she gets some more action points. But we do have our warehouse done, so that's good. And so far, we are cruising along. This is going to be pretty slow. They're taking their time planting and stuff. It takes a while. It's a slow process. Oh, but we finished those planks. Okay, so let's go here. Let's move the work area and grab those planks. Try to clean it up more for living quarters than anything else. In fact, let's see. What does it take to build one of these? Okay, I don't have enough concrete, so I'm not going to tell it to start building more places. So I ended up getting just enough so that I still have 6 open slots. And you never know when someone's going to come. Could be a trader, could be another group of people. But right here, Colonist Luna is infected. That tells me I kind of need to build a medical tent to help Luna. And I have the resources for that right here. So I'll go ahead and just do that now. Let's put it there. Talk to these guys. Some sort of vehicle stuck. Let's go see, let them salvage it. And somebody got injured. Figures. Well, hopefully I'll get this done before too long and they can get healed up in there. But that is going to take my carriers down less than 5. But now we can do some research here. This is a cool thing. She does and gets 150 research. Okay, so I'm guessing what that means is, since her research is 3, I'm guessing it's 50 per point, but I don't know for sure. But now I have 150 science points, so I can go into Tech Tree, and we can do communal eating. I think is the one I'll probably do. So that'll allow me to build a cookhouse, which is better food, and a logging camp, which will provide logs for the cookhouse and for anything else that might need logs. And it cost me 100 research points, so I'll have 50 left. And it's instant, so that just unlocked it. So I can actually go out here and build a cookhouse right now if I want. And all it takes is, well, you can do different recipes, but the default recipe is like a vegetable dish, which is just 2 vegetables. I think any vegetable will work, but, corn is the icon it uses. However, that would take a worker. I don't want to take up another worker because remember there's going to be one here. Yeah, now I'm down to 4 carriers. However, now 2 people can occupy this and get some healing. So, yep, see the little pluses? So, yep, treating injuries. Good. Oh, the plank deposit is depleted. Good deal. So let's go back over to this. We'll move the work area. Let's do planks and concrete right there. All right, we're cruising along. But we need more people before I start doing the cookhouse. So that's our biggest issue right now, is just waiting on those people. And, I don't know if there's a specific amount of time between when people come to the gate or not. I'm not sure. All right, specialist is ready for action. We're going to do some more research because there's 181 left in here, so we'll research twice. So that put me to 200. I'll go back over here. Let's see. I just did communal eating. I could do advanced farming. I have 200 for that. I could do energy, but I don't need any energy right now. I don't need power. Communal living would be better housing and leads to education. Security, you can do general storage. Stores all resources that can be stored in a food storage or in a warehouse. So basically, it's not the raw materials like the planks and the concrete. It's stuff like plastics and metals and food. So that might be good, but I know hazmat engineering will be useful later to remove that nuclear waste. And then exploration, there's bartering, but I built one in an earlier thing. I researched this in an earlier play and built the trade center, and I didn't see it do anything. It says it attracts bigger trade convoys, will offer much bigger deals, but I didn't notice much of a difference, to be honest. It might have been just I didn't have enough to trade to them, so I never accepted the trades, really. So I'm not going to bother with that one. So I need to either do advanced farming to unlock larger fields. Protected crops would be good, but that requires energy. Or I could do the communal living and get to education. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, we're going to research this. So that gives us 100 points left. And actually, let's do both of these. So we can do storage and housing. All right. And both of those we can actually build without more people needed. Workers, sorry. So let's just build this here. This will be my little storage area. And then when we do build housing, here's what I'm unsure of. Okay, emergency shelter, 6 people can live there, but it doesn't give protection against radiation, and they're less likely to reproduce. A shanty, improved shelter, some protection against radiation, is not destroyed as easily as tents. Okay, but only 3 people can live there. And then there's the tenement, some protection against radiation and catastrophes, and they're less likely to reproduce in a cramped shelter. But 8 people can live there. So I'm thinking that's probably the best choice right now. Not that I need to build more. Although I do have an extra. I wonder if I should salvage one of these and build a better place. Let's take a look. A tenement is 2 less than that. Huh. I might have to look into that. All right, quest. Here we go. Pushing through a circle of people, you notice 2 colonists brawling on the ground. They both stand up upon your arrival and go into accusing each other. One had apparently spent the entire day harassing the other, who finally snapped and threw the first punch. Both are now bruised and bleeding. If I give them medicine, I lose medicine, but I might gain favor. I don't know. All right, let's do it. Let's just be nice. Yeah, I got 1 happiness to the colony. Yay! Nuclear fallout is coming. All right, so harvest crops before they wither. So in other words, as soon as nuclear fallout hits, you can't harvest crops anymore. So you better hope you have enough food stored, which, what do you know? I don't. So that could be the death of me right there. Stockpile iodine pills to treat radiation. I don't have any. Build more medic tents or assign more workers to existing ones to help those who are in need. Okay, so I have 2 days to nuclear fallout. Specialist is ready for action, so let's get this specialist finishing and getting the last 31 points. Okay, looks like we are out of time for this episode. So in the next episode, dealing with nuclear fallout. Let's see if we can survive past 2 episodes. How about that? All right, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it, and I hope you will join me for the next episode. Take care, everyone.